How's it going, everybody? Jared back once again, and it's Monday. That means it's time for our best top 3 useful Android apps of the week. And to kick it off, we're going to be taking a look at Shady Browser. This is a brand new application to the Play Store. And as you can see, we're greeted by a pattern to unlock screen. So I'm going to go ahead and unlock it. Now, obviously, the whole point of this browser is basically to prevent people that you don't want to access a browser and see perhaps some private web pages, things like that. And just to demonstrate how it works, we're going to go ahead and load up The Verge. I do like this website. Now, this is a mobile optimized version of the website, as you can see. And I did notice that it is a little bit stuttery scrolling through the text. There's a lot worse out there, but there certainly is a lot better. But you get the gist of it. Now, if you want to access the action controls, bottom right-hand corner, you tap that and everything else comes up here. Now, I do have one concern with this. If you do happen to click the home button, you can go ahead and hit the recent tasks and go ahead and jump right back in. So if you want to make sure that people have to, just in case, have to use that pattern unlock screen every time they want to get into that browser, you will have to close it out, and then by the time they go to relaunch it, they'll be greeted with the pattern to unlock screen all over again. Now, the application is free in the Google Play Store, and it's got some pretty decent ratings for the small amount of downloads that it does have. If this is something that you might that might interest you, you might find useful, I do recommend downloading it and checking it out. That is Shady Browser, available on the Google Play Store, and again, the link will be in the About section down below for you. Alright, next up we have Deep Sleep Battery Saver. You may have noticed the little battery icon in the top left-hand corner of my status bar there. Now, this is an application that was released a little while ago. In fact, it was actually reviewed by Pocket Now Video shortly after the developer sent out a bunch of blanket emails to a lot of tech reviewers, including myself. They reviewed it like 24 hours after they pretty much released the email, and I didn't want to seem like I was copying them, so I've given it some time and done some excessive testing with it. Now, we'll go ahead and launch it. This is the end-all of battery-saving applications. This has some pretty some default settings here, and we'll go through the default settings, and I'll explain to you how this works briefly. Basically, what it's doing is when you turn your screen off, it's going to shut down all data connections with the exception of your cellular connection, so at least you can still send and receive phone calls and things like that, text messages and the like. But it'll turn off your GPS, your data, as well as your Wi-Fi. But it comes with some extra neat things here. So you'll notice here that it's got a scheduler. So it says deep sleep when screen is off, wake up every 30 minutes. And as we go through it, it starts changing, right? If we went all the way up to slumber, it turns it completely off until you turn it back on. It'll reactivate your data or your Wi-Fi or whatever you had on previously. Now, if we wanted to, we could go ahead and jump into the settings. There's actually quite a bit of settings, so you can get quite detailed in how you can control how this application saves battery and disables other features in the background, which I think is really neat. Now, this is the free version. The free version does actually have quite a bit of functionality. I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of you would probably be able to get by with the free version. However, myself personally, considering I actually just reinstalled this the other day because I had it on my other Nexus 4, but I had to send that Nexus 4 back to Google because of certain manufacturer defects. We won't get into that in this video, but the application worked really, really well, and it actually you can change around the scheduler to even every 5 minutes if you want to. So obviously, the shorter the scheduling time is, the more battery it's going to be using, but either way, it's still going to be saving you a lot of battery. And for me, this gave me sometimes anywhere between 4 to 5 hours of extra battery life because it would check for emails and so on every 15 minutes to half an hour, depending on what I had it set at. Really, really useful application here. I highly recommend everybody download the free version, test it out, and if you like it, I won't be surprised if you guys pay for the paid version. That is Deep Sleep Battery Saver on the Play Store. I'll be posting a link in the About section down below for you guys to go download it. Trust me, it's worth it. It's going to save your life. Well, you know what I mean. Alright, and as usual, last and certainly not least, we've got AntTek Dictionary. That's AntTek Dictionary. This not only works as a standalone, really well polished and really well coded dictionary application, but it's got a really, really cool feature to it, and we'll show you right now. I'll go ahead and launch my browser, and as I might mention, though, you may have also noticed the little icon in my status bar the whole video. So we'll go ahead and we'll go to something like CNN.com. And we'll wait for that to load up. Now, let's say, for instance, for whatever reason, teen escapes death after smoking fake weed. Okay, well, we won't go to that one. Wow, there's a lot of really morbid news these days, isn't there? Actually, there's always been. I guess we will pick it anyways, just for fun. So we'll go ahead and here, and let's say, for instance, just for laughs, if it'll let me scroll down. Hurry up, Dolphin Browser. Let's say, for instance, you didn't know what morning was, as an example, right? So you go ahead, long press on a word, and go ahead and copy it to your clipboard. Now that it's copied to your clipboard, drop down your notification panel, select AntTek Dictionary, a cool floating pop-up window. So you can not only move the pop-up window, you can also resize it as well, but you'll notice that that automatically gets pasted into the dictionary's text dialog box there with the description of what that particular word is. I can't tell you how many times I'm reading the news, and sometimes from time to time, I mean, I know I'm a genius and everything, but sometimes geniuses don't understand what some words mean or the definitions of some words. So it'll give you the definition of those particular words. What I did find kind of strange, however, was when you do press the little bar to read the voice to you, it only actually reads the name or reads the actual word itself, as opposed to perhaps reading out the actual full definition or description of that particular word. I thought this was a really cool app. There's a bunch of different dictionary apps out there, but none of them work quite like this one. Really cool. You can also download different language packs. They've got virtually every major language in the world, and you can also set up which dictionary, that being either Wikipedia definitions or Google definitions. And there's a ton of settings. So, I mean, like, really, if I was to go in here, if that would close, there we go. And we go ahead and jump into settings here. I mean, there's all kinds of great stuff you can do to really customize how this particular dictionary application will work for you and help you out in understanding different words as time goes on. Anyways, I thought that was a really neat application. I thought you guys would find that quite useful. I thought it was really, really cool. That is also free in the Google Play Store, which I will, of course, be posting a link in the About section down below for you guys to go and download it nice and easy. That's it for now, though, guys. Thank you so much for watching. That is the end of our best top 3 useful Android apps of the week. If you like this video, show me some love by hitting that likes button down below. And if you haven't already, maybe consider subscribing for more videos like this in the future. We do, like every Monday, best top 3 useful Android apps of the week, and every Thursday, best top 3 Android games of the week. I'm really stuttering, aren't I? That's it for now, though, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers.